to kick off for Indianapolis.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
First down.
Again, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Vikings.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
the 22-yard line.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
This is Breida. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing is Cousins. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about it.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Throwing, Cousins. He's got Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Sacked there by DeForest Buckner. Boy, was he big news around the draft in 2020 when the Colts traded their 13th overall pick for him. He absolutely solidifies their defense in front. Great interior pressure that they haven't been able to exhibit in recent seasons.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First and 10, Taylor now. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings' 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Vikings.
On first down, here's Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action. Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Darius Leonard picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go. Rip 5-2. Here. Check 45. Here we go.
Play action. Now Wentz. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's good.
A big play there for Indy. 51 yards.
Goal at the 3.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Colts 14, Vikings 3. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now it's Breida. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a gain of a yard.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Evans, 34 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Minnesota.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Cousins. Evans has it left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, a good throw here, finding Pascal. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Wentz. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
10-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Breida. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
No game.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Goal.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, looking for Pittman, a better result here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. 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 Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.